Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Bart.
Another cold April morning, 35 degrees, and rain and snow showers possible again today and on Friday. Windy as well, but by the weekend we'll have sunshine and temperatures in the 50s. Next week, 60s return.
Looking very much forward to that. Let's go outside and see what it looks like right now on our hometown heating, cooling, and more Skycam view, perched atop the Blake building. Yeah, it looks nice, really nice.
It's raining. Right?
You know what I do like is with some of this rainy weather, sometimes my daughter's practices get canceled and then our evening opens up a little bit. That happened last night, so I did enjoy that.
Today we've got baseball, softball, cross-country, track, tennis, and golf all on schedule. Fingers crossed.
Check with your schools. Check with your schools. Hey, I want to show you a picture of someone.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to have the guys up there. They're going to put a picture of someone up there. And then you're going to tell me who that is.
I don't know.
I'll give you a hint. He came off the bench last night for the Pistons and scored 50 points.
50
And
points.
only 3 times in NBA history has a player come off the bench to score 50. Now, you'd think if a Piston was scoring 50, you'd know the player. We're going to sit right here until you guess his name. No, that's Malachi Flynn. Malachi Flynn.
I was going to say that.
Oh, and David Rice
Rice.
also had 51 points last night. David, your gate is really filling out.
The Pistons had one player score 50 points, so they won, right?
No, they lost. They lost the game. They lost the game. Yeah, and it was also the highest, a career high for someone that's averaging whatever, like 5 points a game. So, yeah, career game for Kai.
Well, there is some Detroit good news in sports. The Tigers are ready for their home opener. After 2 days of rainouts, the Tigers will be closing out their series against the Mets, maybe.
Yeah, they've got a doubleheader against the Mets.
It's a nor'easter. Maine's getting 2 feet of snow.
Well, they're going to try and play a doubleheader against the Mets, and then opening day is tomorrow in Detroit.
Sold out.
Sold out, of course. What's the weather look like?
It's going to be like today.
Awful.
Yeah.
Winter hat, gloves, boots. I would dress like you're going to a Packers game.
You might want to stick around and go to the Red Wings tomorrow night as they're in the hunt for the Stanley Cup. And the first 6,000 people that come into Little Caesars Arena will get a free hat, which would be useful in the afternoon.
That's very nice. Very nice. How exciting is the women's Final Four, you ask? It's so
very exciting.
Very exciting. You know what's happening tomorrow night? We are getting together with another couple and their daughter to watch the game. Now, have you ever heard of such a thing?
Never.
Have you ever heard of that? Going to go watch the game. You would never think it would be the women's game, but we are actually going to do that, and I'm excited about it.
CBS
cool.
went out on the street and asked passersby to name one male college basketball player in the Final Four.
And they couldn't.
They couldn't, but 100% were able to name a woman.
Yeah, of course. She's legit. I was looking, the women's Final Four is in Cleveland, and shockingly enough, you can still get in the building for under $400. I don't. If you want a chance to go see probably the greatest women's shooter of all time, I don't know. I have a hard time saying greatest of all time because I haven't studied the women's game, but she certainly appears to be the best player of all time.
Yeah. Over on the men's side, North Carolina State, an unlikely member of the Final Four. In fact, the odds are greater that you would be struck by a lightning that the Wolfpack would get into the Final Four. 1 in 28,000.
I like the Wolfpack. I like everything they stand for, and I hope they win.
Well,
they're not going to, but
according to DraftKings, if you'd put $100 on NC State to win its first ACC tournament game and then rolled over your winnings to bet on the Wolfpack in every game since, that $100 would now be $660,000.
I don't think anyone did that.
Probably not.
Probably
Maybe
not.
a Wolfpack fan.
You never know. I mean, you never know. Very interesting. I have not gambled on any of the games. So,
The prop bets are a big problem, and one
telling
state
me.
has made them illegal on college.
I think that you might see that soon. Player prop bets, at least for basketball. I think that's going to have to go away at
It
some
will,
point.
because the athletes are actually getting death threats
Obviously, yes,
after the
it's
games
crazy.
because so and so scored too many 3-pointers.
I bet on Brandon to score 11. He only scored 10. I lost $5,000. It's his fault, right? And that's going around all over
After
the.
every game, Zach Edey gets texts and phone calls and
Wow.
social media. Yeah, true.
You know, that's fine. No, it's not fine. But
No, it's not.
He's a very
It's
good
gotta
player.
eliminate the gambling.
Yeah, no, I don't think he should eliminate the gambling, but I think he should eliminate the death threats. That would be wonderful.
We have the police blotter. Michigan State Police last night responded to 28 calls for service, including loud music, suspicious situation, and loose horse.
In town? Really? Where was the horse?
I don't know. They didn't specify.
That's interesting.
Might still be loose.
Yeah, well, I didn't see that. Staying in crime and news, prosecutors are recommending 10 years for the Crumbly parents.
The Crumley parents.
The Crumley,
The Oxford shooters
the
parents.
Oxford Crumbly parents. The max penalty is 15 years for them. And they'll get credit for 2.5 years served. But Jennifer Crumbly, the mom, would like to be released on a tether.
Oh, sure. Why not?
And then she would like to move in with her attorney.
With her attorney.
With her attorney, Shannon Smith. And then
Nice.
I'm sure their first call would be to Netflix. So I say, lock her up for the full assigned 15 years. You get credit for 2.5. We'll see you in 12.5. Goodbye.
Real classy attorney. Having
She
an affair
is
with
brutal.
the-
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is awful. And you can tell that she's just using this whole thing as a money grab at this point. So we'll see what happens.
Well, the attorney.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, the attorney.
You look up sleazebag in the dictionary. Will you see her picture?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what you'll see, but not a big fan. Not a big fan at all. So there.
Yesterday, the DNR reported a gray wolf in the Lower Peninsula. They have not been in the Lower Peninsula in over 100 years. This one happened to be in Calhoun County. A hunter thought he was shooting a coyote, and DNA testing determined it was a gray wolf. This is not the wolf that he shot.
Good.
This is from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. The DNR will not release a picture of the wolf.
How'd the wolf get down here after all these years?
That's what they're trying to figure
Wow.
out. The DNR says, don't be alarmed.
Don't be alarmed.
Don't be alarmed.
I mean, if I see
Bridge,
something like
Bridge, Michigan reached out to the DNR and said, where in Calhoun County? Well, we can't say. Can we see a picture of the, oh, no, we can't say.
It's
The
like a
DNR,
UFO.
they're secretive. DNR is a very secretive organization, and they don't like to admit certain things.
Like we have wolverines and
Yeah.
and gray wolves. Brandon, you ever stay at a Gray Wolf Lodge?
I have.
Yeah, me too. Those are very nice.
Very nice.
Gray wolves are dangerous, and while a coyote can weigh up to 45 pounds, a gray wolf can weigh up to 140 pounds.
Yeah.
And
Coyotes look more like stray dogs.
they do, yeah. The wolf, they're clearly a wolf. It's not something you would think, oh, that's cute. Let's bring him home and make him a dog.
No, let's not do that. But the Cascades Humane Society wants to highlight your pets. It's their annual Cascades Humane Society pet calendar. It's underway. Check it out. You can sign up. And that's sponsored by Industrial Steel Treating and Freeland Photography that's going on now. You can check out Cascades Humane Society's website. Your pet could be featured in the calendar.
Are you going to put your pets in the running?
I'm not.
No.
No, I'm not because I'm not.
Okay. Do you have your eclipse glasses ready for Monday?
No, but I wanted to talk about the eclipse too because I'm starting to get worried that I'm not taking into consideration something.
The weather.
The weather, clouds, the clouds. So I'm nervous if I should participate at all.
Well, yesterday, Consumers Energy issued a press release because they're worried that people are going to think that the power grid will shut down because solar energy will stop being produced. Consumers said, Norm Capella, Vice President of Generation Operations, says, the good news, sunshine or not, our customers will have the power they need before, during, and after the eclipse. Thanks, Norm.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, did you hear about this heist in California?
I did.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. South California, in the San Fernando Valley, there's a money storage facility, which I didn't know there were money storage facilities, but clearly this
They're
Ocean's...
banks, aren't they usually called banks?
Well, this was not a bank. This was a money storage facility, and it was a group of burglars on Easter Sunday, and they made off with maybe around $30 million in cash, and there are no suspects
Wow.
whatsoever. How about that?
No, like video cameras, CCTV?
I think they were all planned out, just like the Ocean's 11 crew.
Oh, with this black spray paint.
All of it. But it's news to me that there are money storage facilities
Me too.
that are just like in the middle of the state or whatever that is. So.
And criminals that use the black spray paint to spray the CCTV camera lens, before you actually start spraying, they can see you coming up.
Yeah, right, to spray it.
Yes.
Brandon, you should go to one of our local hardware stores and get some chain, black spray paint, a garbage bag, and a shovel, and just see if anyone calls the cops. Suspicious. We had a suspicious purchase.
Florida man. This happened
Florida
on Easter Sunday. The manager of a Walgreens store suffered a Bible belting because she was being rude. Peter Owens, 35, went to the Walgreens Sunday night to buy a pair of headphones. And while there, he got into a verbal altercation with the clerk and struck her with a Bible. He went in with the Bible in his hand.
He had the Bible with him.
Easter Sunday,
Oh,
walked into the Walgreens with his Bible, slapped her across the face at the Walgreens.
while he was in going to get headphones. Now, I will say they have a fine selection of headphones, but I think he was probably just going in there to commit the crime.
I don't know. If you want headphones, is Walgreens the first place you're going to go?
No.
I'm sure they were behind like lock and key.
No.
No?
No,
Not
they're out in
Walgreens?
the open. No, they're just out in the open.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do they sell Bibles at Walgreens?
I don't know, but
I bet they don't.
Donald Trump's selling Bibles.
I've heard about that. I'd like to get an autographed copy of one.
I don't
And I'll
know.
tell you what,
If
if
you're-
RFK Jr. ever starts selling Bibles, sign me up for one of
You
those
got a
as
Bible?
well.
If you're a billionaire and you want people to have Bibles, why don't you just give them out?
I don't know. I don't know. This world is crazy. I don't even know what's real and what is not anymore. And I don't even know if what you're telling me is true right now.
California Police Department said a bomb squad had to be summoned to the front lobby. A resident walked in with a cardboard box filled with live grenades.
Oh my God.
Yes. The Pleasanton Police Department said a citizen visited the front lobby at police headquarters, turned over a box of grenades that he found in his garage, and just assumed they were inert. There's 3 of them. 2 are hidden by the blanket.
Were they live?
They were live. Yeah. Can you imagine if the guy in the garage says, I wonder,
We were talking
then pulled
about,
the
I think
pin.
Austin said yesterday, does anyone have any irrational fears? And when I was young, I used to be afraid of someone like handing me a grenade.
oh, that's the pin been
Yes,
pulled? and you
someone
have to
handing
hold
me a
it?
grenade.
Yeah.
I think probably my age group is afraid of grenades.
Well, I always keep
An extra pin
heavy-duty rubber bands
on the grenades.
on my desk in case someone would ever come in with
Yeah,
one.
with a grenade.
I would wrap it over and over again with
Very
live
good.
grenades.
Next week, you and I are taking a lovely trip down to Augusta National, and I would please ask anyone not to call or ask me to bring them anything else. I'm fully tapped out cash-wise. I've taken a lot of calls. I cannot literally, if I buy one more thing, I won't be able to get anything for myself. So
Have you picked out your souvenirs?
no, but the hat process. Have you looked into this?
The
I'm
problem
worried
with the
about
hat,
you there.
there's too many hats.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stick to one. Yeah, I'm thinking you and I might need one of those child airport leashes so we don't get separated.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, I'm very worried about that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Our show today is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. They are in their third generation of being family owned and operated. Thank you to Vermeulen.
We're going to mention this twice this morning because our sponsor of the day is actually going to be with us, coincidentally, on today's
Perfect.
show. Suburban Lanes. Amanda and Audrey will be here a little bit later, but we think Suburban Lanes, they are doing amazing things there.
Yeah, they've got an
restaurant.
updated banquet room. They do catering, parties, events. They'll be open all spring and summer for good fun and good food. They even have an event planner to help you plan your birthday parties. You know, I was thinking it would be cool as school gets down or school runs out. That'd be a great place to do a class party.
And school runs out.
School runs out. School runs out. Yeah, when school runs out. You know what I heard? And I don't know if I should say this. So I won't. So I
No, go
won't.
ahead, say it.
No, I heard at a school that there was a teacher that packed up her stuff on spring break and just never came
Never
back.
came back.
And didn't tell anyone. Just
Wow.
packed
Here.
the stuff up, gone.
Here in Jackson?
Huh?
Here in Jackson?
I don't know. Of course, here in Jackson.
Really?
Yeah, why would I tell the story if it was in Ann
All right.
Arbor?
Which school?
No, we're
What's
done.
it start with?
I can't do that. Can't do that. Can't. And won't. And
Next
I will
week,
not.
Restaurant Week, first ever Jackson County Restaurant Week, and this is going to be cool. We've got about 30 restaurants that are all participating, and you can get the complete list at the Experience Jackson website. And the deal is, you go to as many as you can, because you get a punch at every restaurant, and then you get prizes. You win prizes, and every restaurant. What the deal is, they've agreed to provide an awesome selection of items, $15.
Yep.
So you're going to get some great deals and some really cool things all week long. Restaurant Week, Jackson County Restaurant Week.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. Going to be great. Ella Sharp's even having food trucks on that Friday for and Wednesday of this week as well.
neat.
So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, we have. Did you know we actually have a Jackson food truck organization?
Coalition.
Coalition. Yeah.
I did. Yeah, it just started, which is probably needed.
Yeah.
So it's very cool.
Who's on the show today?
Oh, well, we have in the flesh Bill Wypiski from the Center for Family Health. And Bill will join us right after this quick break.